heaven after all. In my bones one day, it'll all fall out so clear and obvious. Oh my God. It's all been said, oh, how many times, so that it must be given to say over and over. Is anyone listening then? But that is not my job. Come to the banquet. And some things are too fleeting, too precious in the first place to capture. So just give yourself over to having them, and then do the best you can. Pretty imperfect science, wouldn't you say? Come to the banquet. And one day it'll all be revealed, all of it, to everyone, across the board, all of it. And everyone will say, of course. And how is it I never saw it? And the great one will be there saying, you did the best you could. You saw what you saw. You acted where you were able. I'm so pleased to see you at last. But there will be so little blame it will spin your head, because truly blame and perfection have nothing to do with one another. And you will understand at last the roar of the ocean that held you so close, and that earliest time before you could think on it full time, when light itself seemed precious, because it was. And there was that certain sacredness in the very air, because there was. And your ahas will cause the Great One to smile ear to ear, and there will be such rejoicing, just like they always said, and you couldn't quite understand why. Oh my God, no wonder. And life will be revealed for the gift it always was. And death, well, you were given all the grace you needed to pass through it, and only you knew that for sure, while the rest could only see your suffering. And here you are, my child, at last. Pretty simple stuff, wouldn't you say? And no one will ask you if you have any regrets. How could there be? And no one will seek explanations. What more do you want? And no one will test you to see what you're made of. You'll be wearing it. No one will lead you into inadequacy or doubt. Not here, not at home. And other things too you'll recognize instantly. The colors, the music, probably the smells. And for a while, say the first few centuries or so, it will keep coming back to you. It was all there then, every last particle. How could I have missed it? Until you feel the gentle royal nudge again, until at last there's no one left back home to take you to task. Until you begin to allow yourself the return, the welcome, the reward, the fulfillment, why, of course, the Alpha, the Omega, and all every bit can be, just be, and nothing's left to pay. And suddenly you hold it all, only there's nothing left to grasp even. And there's no more to say, not to mention convince or prove or even resonate along with anymore. And your sigh will fill the oceans. Heaven after all.